question. So far we haven't. Listen, I'm not going to blame the politicians because of the state of affairs we're in. I'm going to blame you guys. I blame myself. That's where you lay the blame first. Right now, politicians, sports heroes, that's where our children learn it. They blame someone else for their faults, for what happened. They don't take responsibility for themselves. That's what's happening in this country. So what's your commitment level? That's what you got to ask yourself. What are you willing to do for your country? Now, you guys out there, I know what you're willing to do. You've done it. And that I thank you for. What about the rest of y'all, though? And the vets, too. I'm sorry, but your country's not through with you. They still need you. So we need you guys to go back to work. We need regular Americans to show their true patriotism. I mean, for crying out loud, John Adams would ride a horse for 400 miles in a dead cold winter just to have a meeting. All you guys had to do was jump in your car, turn on the radio, and drive here. That's it. So you got to ask yourself what your commitment level is. What are you going to do to show true patriotism? I'm not talking about Republicans or Democrats. That's just a bunch of hooey. It means nothing. You know, we need to get behind real Americans that are going to really represent us. They need to be public servants. That's what we need to vote for. It's public servants, not Republicans and not Democrats. I got the microphone, so I can say whatever I want. First and foremost, I'm a Christian, and I'm very proud of loving my God. Secondly, God has blessed me with being an American. I'm very proud of being an American. Now, you notice when I said I was a Christian, I didn't say I was a Catholic. I didn't say I was a Baptist, Lutheran, Pentecostal. I don't serve those guys. I'm here to serve God. That is my job. Now, you also notice when I said I'm an American, I didn't say I was Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Independent. I said I'm American. I'm here to serve America. That's what your job is too. Listen, I'm not going to get into issues with you. I've done my homework. I challenge you to do yours. Don't listen to Sean Handy. Don't listen to Bill O'Reilly, Alan Combs, Glenn Beck. You can enjoy them, but for what they pick in your brain that makes you interested, learn that history for yourself. That way you can give a good argument as opposed to going back to these guys. You need to understand on your own level. You know, it's imperative. My 14-year-old son comes up to me a couple of months ago and says, Dad, I hate Wurzelbacher. Wurzelbacher is my congressman in the 9th district. Well, my son, why do you hate her? Well, because you don't like her, Dad. That's the wrong answer. Unfortunately, that's what we've been living on for too long. I'm a Democrat because my daddy's a Democrat. I'm a Republican because my daddy's Republican. You truly don't know anything about America. You've got to understand why you have your opinions. You can't learn it off a 3-minute sound bites. You can't do it. There's 5 things I like to talk about. I talk about individual responsibility. I know that's a bad word. But it's important. We don't teach that anymore. We don't teach that there are consequences to one's actions because all our leaders are out there always blaming someone else. So individual responsibility is key. Now, accountability. I'm a plumber. If I show up to your house and fix your faucet, and at least 2 days later you're going to call me back, can I charge you more money? Why do you let the federal government do it? What are you doing about it? It's common sense, people. These guys are spending trillions of your dollars. You're allowed to be angry. We don't have to be sailors, but you can definitely be damn well angry. Because they're spending your money, your children's money, your grandchildren's money, and so on and so forth for the next 40 to 50 years. So you have a right to be angry. I'm angry. I mean, they're liars, cheats, and thieves. That's synonymous with politicians. You got to hold these guys accountable. Tea Party movement, the American movement, has to continue all the way until either America's gone or what have you, but you guys always have to be involved. You don't have to be involved in politics. All politics is media and gossip and drama, but you have to be involved in your governments. You do have a voice. This American movement has shown us that we have a voice, and now we get to exercise it. So let's keep doing that. It's very important. So we have individual responsibility, we have accountability, education, and the Constitution. Let's talk about political correctness, which is actually called political castration. You guys got to start speaking your minds. You're Americans. We speak your minds. That's what we're known for. You know what? First of all, I'll tell you a couple of things. One, I'm not running for office, but your politicians, everybody can speak his mind. Don't want to be politically correct. You know, me personally, I don't believe in abortion. Don't like it, don't want it, don't care for it. I don't 5 guns and a bow, and that ain't enough. Don't believe in same-sex marriage. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. I'm an American. And I drove my big black Dodge 4x4 truck from Toledo down to here and left the carbon footprint all the way. I'm tired of the federal government shoving that green stuff down my throat. Listen, this is America. You can't be an Irish American, an African American, a German American. You can't be those things. Either you can be an American or you're not. You can't have two words. Illegal immigration, put a fence up, start shooting. That'll take care of that problem. Voice your opinions. Voice them. Don't be afraid. Don't care about what mainstream media thinks. We're going to beat them as well. Voice your opinion. You guys are Americans. We have earned that right. And I'm not going to give it to a bunch of liberal pansies. So we got mainstream media and politicians. They divide us and conquer us. Don't sit there and look at Democrats as the enemy. Liberals and progressives, absolutely. My grandpa was a great American. He was a Democrat. He believed in limited government. He believed in states' rights, and he believed in less taxes. Why can't we all agree on that, right? So it's not the Democrats that are against. You know, there's probably some Democrats in this crowd that can agree with that statement. You know, so we need to do what our job is. We have to be responsible Americans. That's why I'm here. That's why I go around the country preaching and talking about the responsibilities. I won't tell you about the issues. Like I said, that's your own homework. You're going to have to decide if you're committed enough to this country, if you're a committed enough patriot to actually do your damn job. It's all black and white. There's no gray. There's right and wrong. The current administration and past administrations like to redefine what right is wrong when it gets in the way. Listen, I'm from the old school. It's still black and white. It's still right and wrong, and that's what we got to stick with. Thank you very much for showing up.